Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the earth signs and their twin flame connection. Twins, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. If you are here as a cross watcher, welcome. If you are unsure of what a twin flame connection is or the twin flame journey, I have included a link to Gabi Kovalenko's full-length explanation of the twin flame journey. She just does such a beautiful job that I would never even try to compare. But in a nutshell, the twin flame journey involves two people who share the same energetic soul, the same energetic oversoul. They're two independent people, but they have signed this sacred contract and journey through eternity together, right? It's an unbreakable bond. Not all people have a twin flame, and not all twins are incarnated in the same lifetime. If you find yourself here today, most likely you are on the path of the twin flames, and I do these readings for our twins in separation. I am a twin flame. Just recently, after 5 years of no contact, I am now I have been reunited with my twin, and it's still a process, and it's still new to me, the feeling that I am experiencing right now. Obviously, the level of joy is immeasurable. I don't want to say too much more about that, just so I can be respectful to him, especially now that he understands that I have a tarot channel. But everything that played out in the journey as I have understood it actually happened. All of it. The sense that twins mirror one another, that there's a runner-chaser dynamic, that dynamic flips, and that the most important thing above all else is the journey of healing the self, of working on the self, of focusing on the self, and thereby honoring your twin flame connection and allowing your twin to do the same. So I do these readings to just help the collective navigate what can sometimes be a heartbreaking, harrowing, and sometimes a very rewarding experience. So I'm going to be using 3 decks for your reading today. The first one will come from the Wild Unknown Alchemy, and then at the end I will read from that guidebook. The base spread will be from the Citadel Fantasy Oracle, and the tarot reading today will be from the Fountain Tarot. Cards have been pre-shuffled. Before I start, I'm just going to burn some Palo Santo. I felt like that was important, just to clear the energy. Just to clear the energy a little bit. Let's see. Sorry, it's like not catching. Okay, now that's done. A little bit of housekeeping. For the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and their twin flame connection. Thank you, Spirit. Right away. Let's see. Racina and Resin. The number, I can read this number actually. 38. Resin. 38 reduces to an 11. The Justice card of the Major Arcana, Libra energy. Karmic balance, karmic justice. Resin, well, first of all, let's look at this image, right? You can see these kind of circles around here, but then this like nebulous, gaseous, foggy, murky area. And then right in the middle here, I mean, it almost looks like a carnation flower, carnation. You go back a little bit and it looks like an eye, but like not, it looks like an animal eye, like an owl almost, or a fish. Could be a fish eye. Resin is this clear material that kind of traps something to try and capture its beauty. So oftentimes people use resin to create like kind of arts and crafts projects, to make something into a smooth surface. It can be transparent, or you can put color into it. It speaks of creativity, but that sense of being trapped is very strong. It's kind of maybe part of you feels like you are trapped in the twin flame dynamic, which trust and believe when I say I understand. That was something that almost drove me to madness, to be honest with you. That sense of like wanting your twin, but not being able to be with your twin, but not understanding your twin, not understanding yourself, and just like, can I get off of this hamster wheel already? But then there's this other sense where there would be these moments of time, and I think that might be what you're going through right now. These memories and these pockets, these moments of time that are kind of etched and ingrained and being put on display in your mind's eye right now. Something beautiful that you shared with your twin. Even if you're not with them and you're in separation, if you're no contact or whatever it is, it's like you don't have to take away, no matter how problematic things might be, if you have a beautiful memory, you don't have to lessen the beauty of that memory. I mean, can you look at it in a way that is not bittersweet and be in a space of gratitude for it? Because they weren't just a part of that memory, you were also part of it. You brought your beauty to that memory as well. But I feel, the resin can be at first very sticky. It's like a sticky situation. Can be messy if it gets everywhere. If you're like pouring resin into a shape and it overflows and the resin goes everywhere, and then you have to scrape stuff. I was an art major in college, so I worked with materials like this, and if you were haphazard with it, if you were uncareful, if you didn't mix things properly, all the work that you put into that project could be for naught. Like the final pour of the resin, right? So there's this push and pull, I feel, of having to be mindful of the kind of chemistry of everything. The chemistry of the dynamic, like how the ratio of things and the proportion, things being proportionate, things being equal. How much are you putting into something? How much are they putting into something? I'm going to get 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier. The first 2 cards will describe your side of the story, as it were. The second set will be your twins. This third set will be the connection, and the fourth set will be advice from spirit. Feel free to flip the energies of you and your twin, as twin flames often mirror one another. 4 cards out for the base spread. Getting the tarot. One more. Okay. So, thank you, Spirit. This is your energy again. Flip it with your twins if you feel that is more resonant. The dancer, self-expression and strength. I feel as though there's this part of you, this burgeoning part of you that's coming, it's like rising forth from the depths, and really feeling like you need to just boldly and fully express yourself at this time. really bringing those feelings from the inside to the outside through some kind of creative act. Dancing, writing, artwork, building, designing, photographing for some. I see some people taking pictures. I see somebody doing fiber arts, like working with crochet, working with cloth and string and thread and, you know, kind of wool, like things that are, you know, clothing perhaps. Maybe you are making your own clothes and kind of asserting your outward style to the world. It's really dynamic. I feel like you're really, you're kind of like finding your groove. And because you're finding your groove, I feel like your energy is also very dynamic as well. Spirit is showing me a very specific street corner that I cross every day when I come home from work. And one time, this lady was crossing the street in the opposite direction, and she was wearing this beautiful red dress. And in the middle of the street, right, which I don't recommend, but in the middle of the street, because we were both walking opposite directions, it's like, your dress is beautiful. You look beautiful in that dress. And she was like, girl, thank you. I got it from Target or whatever, right? Like she just she was just stunning. And I just feel like when people are stunning, you just have to tell them. Just tell people, you know, it doesn't cost you anything to be kind to others and to just say, hey, I think, you know, you look great today, or your energy is so awesome, whatever, right? And so that's what I see people saying to you, that you're just exuding some kind of confidence or boldness or playfulness, coyness, but like in a fun way, dynamic way. And what is it making you feel? King of Pentacles, King of Coins, like on top of the world. You know, and maybe there's a reason for this newfound, maybe it's old found, but this expression. I mean, maybe you're truly up leveling in some way. It could be with your finances, your status, your self-confidence. King of Pentacles is your energy, earth sign energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And it talks about somebody's just really self-assured, stable foundation, strong community, strong sense of family. You know, like really level-headed, grounded, but like surrounded by all this like green and lushness. You're really standing out, but not in a way that feels boastful, but rather it feels authentic. I feel authentic energy coming from your side of the story. Your twin, not so much. We'll get there. Well, that's not true. We'll get there. Okay. 6 cards came out. I can't take that many. Just one card, please, Spirit. To clarify, King of Coins and the Dancer. Thank you. Amazing. Number 2 of the major arcana, the High Priestess. Wow. It's not like, so High Priestess is Pisces energy. Pisces, very psychic, very intuitive, sits at the veil between worlds. There's lots of secrets and mystery abounding with that moon in the background, lots of shadow energy. But the High Priestess is so in touch and in tune with energies, and just being able to walk in her room and being able to read that room. She's classically mute. She doesn't say much, but she knows and sees everything. She's an oracle, right? So this is to clarify your energy. So it's not just that you're not just like kind of outwardly facing. Sorry, earth signs, the weirdest thing just happened. My camera stopped like in the middle of the reading. That's never happened. I didn't touch anything. I didn't press anything. I don't know why that happened. I'm trying to ask Spirit why that happened. Nobody was trying to call me, and there's nothing wrong with my phone. Everything plugged in. Very strange. I don't know. I feel like Spirit was like, it's not that they wanted to stop me from what I was saying, but it was almost like maybe the energy was too intense, right? Describing like your personal power at this time. Right? So what I was in the middle of saying was that your energy is so powerful, not just in an outward expression, but also this inner knowing, this understanding of how you work closely with your higher self, right? Your soul space, like listening to your higher self. Like there's this mastery here. I love how both of these characters too are sitting, like comfortable, self-assured. It's beautiful. I'm so weirded out by what just happened. Anyway, your twin, they got the Thief, seizing the moment, selfishness. I'm automatically seeing the Seven of Swords card. Seven of Swords can talk about a little bit of thievery, a little bit of trickery, a little bit of strategy. This is the Thief. So here, like a lot of objects being represented, the crystal, the comb, cup, the little bag of money, coins everywhere, keys. I think your twin, it's not that they're an actual thief. I mean, maybe it's like of your heart or something, but it's like it's a little self-sabotage. It's a little bit of self-sabotage. It's like instead of, I feel as though your twin might be trying to take shortcuts. So like instead of doing the work, right, the work that the High Priestess puts into something, instead of doing the work and really focusing on healing and also kind of what your triggers are and understanding yourself on a spiritual level, but also on an earthly level, like asking all the questions. They're just trying to take a shortcut and just be like, okay, what's the fastest way that I can just get over this person or deal with this or fast track myself, right? I feel there's an avoidance here. I don't know if your twin is the runner. They feel like the runner, or that's what I feel like I'm speaking to somebody whose twin is the runner, but like, it obviously they're just running from themselves. And you know, look at everything is like all up in the air. It's like the harder they run, the more jewels and wealth and whatever that they drop. You're constantly running, and then, you know, this is where it becomes really important that you stop chasing, because they're going to keep running until you stop the cycle and you just say, you know, I don't know what you're running from because I'm not chasing you anymore. I want you to be yourself. I love you as you are, and you are, what are you running away from? Because it certainly can't be me. I'm not chasing you. Right? That's a very kind of heavy reality for the twin. That's the runner. But not all is lost, earth signs, not all is lost, because to clarify this, they got the Fountain card, which is not a card in any other tarot deck. It is unique to this deck, and it is my favorite card. I mean, I love the Empress card, obviously, in every other deck because I always talk about it, but in this deck, I mean, this is just stunning. And look at it like this, just like look at it. So we're just kind of traveling into other worlds. I mean, this reminds me of the scene from the movie 2001. I hope that you've seen that movie. It's my favorite movie. This deep exploration of what it means to be human, but not just that, but what it means to like live in an infinite universe. It's so good. It just makes the brain tingle. But the Fountain card, this card in this tarot deck talks all about possibility, potentiality, this opening up of everything cosmic and divine and wondrous. Breakthrough energy, epiphany energy, doors opening, right? You can just see it's like the crack, and it's just like the doors will open, and like somehow your twin is, they're gonna figure it out. Spirit is showing me they're gonna figure it out, but right now they're a little lost. And I just saw 555 on my on my timer, which because I restarted the video. 555 for me is like, I don't like fives. That's the card of the in-between. It's like the bardo. It's like, where are we? What are we doing? Why are we still stuck in these fives? Like, fives for me, fives just don't know what they want to be. The number 5 just doesn't make sense to me. It just like, it doesn't know what it wants to be. And so I feel that energy with your twin right now. They're just running. They're just like, they don't even know why they're running. They can't figure it out. But don't worry. They're going to get there, because Spirit is like, it's almost like, it's like this energy here, and your twin is running. It's like, oh, I have to face it. Not just facing my twin, not just facing the journey, but facing like the meaning of my life. What am I here to do? What am I here to contribute to the world and the universe? Can I have a clarifier, please? Queen of Cups in reverse, self-love. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Spirit. Queen of Cups in the upright is Cancer energy. Talks about somebody who is very generous, very open-hearted, compassionate, empathetic, really focused on family, friendships, really pouring from their own cup. When the card is in reverse for me as a reader, this talks all about self-love, all that love that we would pour out into other people. We're just turning it back into ourselves. We're just like really focusing, and not in a selfish way, of course, just focusing on healing, self-love, being compassionate and forgiving towards ourselves. It's really important. You want your twin to do this. You want your twin to love themselves, because right now they don't. But I asked Spirit for a clarifier, and that's what they're showing me. They're going to get there. I think there's kind of a long journey ahead for them to do that. But it's almost like, I'm sorry to say it, but it's almost like they have to lose everything. You know, and I'm not wishing that upon anybody. I'm not manifesting that, but that's what Spirit just showed me in the card. They have to drop everything. They have to lose everything. It's like an ego death for them to understand this kind of enlightenment. For the connection, you got the storyteller, viewpoints, and control. Interesting. Your twin has one side of the story. You have the other side of the story. You know, it's like, it's his side, my side, and the truth. You know, the truth of things. And I feel as though there can be a little bit of manipulation tactics here with these hand figures, these shadow games. I feel as though it's like it's a game and we're trying to one-up each other. Right? Like, are you in competition with your twin? Perhaps. Perhaps. I mean, right now, I'm like, not to be, you know, partial to you or anything, but right now there's no competition, because you've kind of, this is up-leveling energy, I feel. Like you've had some kind of breakthrough already, and you're really discovering your authentic self, and it's really beautiful. They're going to get there, but it's not without there's going to be some sacrifice on their part. So this storyteller energy speaks of a sense that, you know, we can keep spewing the narratives to try and justify our point of view, but we want to examine that a bit more closely. What stories are you painting of your twin, right? This is very important, right? Emergency response vehicles are coming through. It's like important for you to, you know, not manipulate the narrative, but maybe even rewrite the narrative, your own personal narrative. You know, maybe there was a sense of victimhood at some time in your life, and you're just stepping out of that victimhood and saying, I'm not a victim. I don't have to like sit in this energy where it's like, I'm always the person that, like, nice guys finish last. I'm like thinking to myself, like, no. I mean, I used to be like that way. Very early on in my twin flame connection, before I even realized I was the twin with my person, with my twin flame, like when we were just dating or whatever, and when we like broke it off, it was like, oh my God, the self-pity. Like I look at that person now, I'm like, ugh, like I wouldn't want to be around me at that time. There's the total self-pity. And now I look at that. I mean, we have to forgive ourselves for whatever place we were in our lives before, but it's like, no, I'm not a victim. I can take control of my life. I can exist in a place where I'm not cynical about love. Right? That's the most important. Like, this journey can make you really cynical about love. Right? But to clarify the storyteller, you have the Four of Wands. This is the 1111 card. This is the card of the twin flames in the upright. Let's get back to building firm foundations. Less about storytelling and more about what is it that we're trying to build for ourselves and for the connection. Right? And if you're in separation, just what are you trying to build for yourself? Because that will automatically feed into the connection. Building that firm foundation for yourself. It's also portal energy. Portals. Stepping through into higher timelines. Advice from Spirit. The Walker, the unknown, a journey. The unknown, a journey. Like, really, like I was saying back here with your twins energy, yeah, they have a journey that they're on. Spirit is saying you are also on your journey, but it looks different, right? Because it's clarified by number 13, the Death card. Both of you, you know, two phoenixes rising from the ashes, you know, maybe for now walking the journey on your own, but not alone. Your twin is always with you in the 5D. Your twin is always energetically with you every step of the way. But can you kind of work with your shadow and then work past it, up-level yourself, put things to rest that no longer serve your best and highest good? That's what the Death card is all about. That's Spirit's advice. So I'm going to read from the book, number, 38, Resin. Holding, adhering, surrounding. Resin is a miraculous material. It offers both stability and transparency. For centuries, sculptors and archivists have used it to capture an object in time and place, preserving it for observation or adoration. Envision a delicate insect or a flower suspended in a paperweight. Such is the alchemical energy of the resin. Its qualities are protective, sealing, and hardening. When this card appears, there is a holding that's occurring either literally or psychically. While well-intended, someone may be limiting the one they wish to protect. There may be an aspect of nostalgia at the work in the laboratory, an unwillingness to let go or change. On the other hand, the resin card can indicate preservation of that which is most valued, a return to what's been lost. So that's your reading, Earth Signs. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, twins.